What have you noticed about that age range that you think is significantly different from those before them? I'm curious.
So I did a full speech on this, and then I actually, with Turning Point USA, I speak to the colleges. And last year, my talks, the 2024 to 2025 school year, my talk was fully on. It was titled "Why Your Generation Hates Guns," and I would go and I did all this generational research on what the reasoning was and what the gap was. And basically what happens is it kind of started with like latchkey kids, Gen Xers and the generation before of the gap of education and the gap of tradition. And so some of us still grew up that way, and it depends on what the parents were, but parents before, early generations like the silent generation, baby boomers, things like that, they were taught by their parents. They made sure, they had values. Their values were passed down from generation to generation, and so it was never a fear. And then when latchkey kids happened, which was when their parents, it was dual income household, parents would go to work, they would come home, they would be from home from school, and they would be the only ones there. Well, now that generation is now starting to rely on the school systems and other adults to educate. So there, that is where that gap started in tradition and family tradition, because now whatever the schools are teaching is what the child is going to learn, and then it generationally starts snowballing, and now we start implementing media in general, and then we start implementing bad media, social media, um, uh, mental health, and all of those things, and the parents have lost control of their children because they've given the control generationally. It's been going on for 30 plus 30, 40 years of they're given control to other adults in the school systems or in sports, and they've given them the cell phone to receive information from other adults on social media or online. And so now they're receiving that information that way, but also from their friends. And now they're creating their own little world. And now we're trying to come in, and I'm starting to see it now, even with Turning Point USA, of like, whoa, no, the parents need to take back control and take ownership of their children and educate them on what these values are, because they obviously are not learning them in school. So I think that's what my findings were when I was doing this whole research project.